So in this episode, you'll see me trying to train Flair to load into a horse trailer. Every method that I've grown up learning and learned over the years did not work with her. This could have been for many reasons. I may have not been using the correct pressure or the correct body position. I'm not 100% sure. Either way, I know that they didn't work for us. What I thought would only take a few minutes ended up taking me up to an hour, with breaks in between and figuring out what to do and how to get her onto the trailer. Located in the foothills and valleys of Tennessee, there is a farm that we call home, where everything moves a little slower, we work hard and have fun. The blackberries and muscadines have a little tang. We like our horses broke and fast. We use our sawmill and work with our hands. You can typically find us outside or around a bonfire. We go to church on Sundays and we like our tea sweet. We like to rodeo and trail ride. Life has thrown us some curveballs, but there's nothing we can't get through with God and each other. We are Stony Branch Acres. So I think at this point, this was like take 10 or 11 or 12 or 15, maybe 20. I've lost count at this point. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the hardest things I've done with this horse. It took all my patience. I was in tears, and I hadn't even got her loaded on the trailer yet. What a day this was. Kevin came over to help me, and I was just about ready to give up. We took a break. I took her for a ride. I let her mind have a break. I let my mind have a break. I regrouped, and it did wonders for us. I would not do this with just any horse, but I know Flair is not a food-aggressive horse. She's fine with me handling her feed bucket and never acts too aggressive at all. That is a very good girl. Good girl. Back up for a minute. Be back. 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 Good girl. Back. 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 Good girl. Good girl. Look at you, girl. Look at that girl. Look at that girl. That's a good girl. That's a good horse. Come on. Come on. That's a good girl. I'm proud of you. So my horse trailer is in some rough shape because my big broodmare that we have ended up colicking, and I put her in the trailer to drive her around a few miles, and she ended up breaking the clip that she was tied into, broke my middle divider, and was flailing around in the horse trailer. So my trailer's in some rough shape. Good girl. Good girl. All right, let's back you up. Back. Back. So in my personal opinion, I think it is very important for horses to back off of a trailer. Some people don't teach horses this, and some people really don't care. They just think the horse can turn around in the trailer, but that's not always the case, especially if you have a horse in a straight load trailer or in a trailer like mine that is a 2-horse slant load, but it's not big enough to turn around in when the divider is in the center, or really at all, even if the divider is taken out. So it's very important to train your horse to back out of a trailer. Good girl. Good girl. With horses that I rehab and train or retrain, I'm trying to give them the best fundamentals to have the best new start on life for whatever home they may go into. good girl. Yeah, you are. See, that's better. This is not a bad place. This is how we get around. This is how we go on field trips. So I finally got Flair loaded. The first time I was trying to load her, it was a rough 35 to 45 minutes. We took a 5 to 10 minute break. Tried it for about another 20 minutes. I had my husband come and help me. That still wasn't working. I tried the method where you lunge them outside of the horse trailer and then let them know that their stopping point is once they get like a foot up on the trailer. That didn't work. Then I also tried the method of tapping them on their bottom, like above their tail, like right at their tailbone. And it's just a light tap, like not like a hard tap. It's just tap, 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 tap. And supposedly that's supposed to get like frustrating to them, or then be like, ugh, what is this? And then like move forward. And every time you move forward, you stop the tap, you take off the pressure, and then kind of bring them a little more forward. Tap, 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 tap. Once they move forward, then you kind of stop the tapping. So anyhow, we tried that. That didn't work very well. She started kicking out, started rearing up. I don't know if I was doing it the right way or the wrong way. I could have. I don't know if my husband was standing in the right place or not. He doesn't know a ton about horses. He was afraid one of us was going to get hurt. So I decided to take a break, regroup. I took her to go ride her because I didn't want her to think, oh, well, if I don't have to do this activity of getting on the horse trailer, then I just get out of jail free type of card and can just rest and go do what I want to. So no. So I saddled her up. We went and rode for a solid 35 minutes. I have her loping great in both directions now. I have her under saddle kind of rounding her back, bringing her nose up under me. So that's going really, really well. And then once the ride went well, I decided, you know, let's go back. Let's take the saddle off. Let's rinse you. We'll regroup a little bit more. I grabbed a feed bucket and decided we'll try to coax her on with some feed. And I know some people and trainers are like, oh, you don't want them to be food motivated to get on a trailer. Hey, whatever works. As long as she knows that this is a safe place that's not going to hurt her, I'm good with it. And when we were regrouping after I rode earlier, I talked to a friend of mine and she's like, no, that horse has probably had a very bad experience on horse trailers. Who knows where she came from and the type of horse trailer she was forced into or put into then as a youngster when we got her from the kill pen. We don't know how she was probably run up into the trailer at the kill pen to be taken to auction where I picked her up. Then when we picked her up at auction, she was put in this trailer, but we had taken out the middle divider. And they just ran her up through the chute with flags and she got on that way. So she's never been loaded onto a horse trailer in my care, being led on or self-loading. So today, since she's done so well with everything else, I just had these great expectations that she was just going to follow me right up onto the horse trailer and everything was going to be great. And that was not the case, obviously. So we used a bucket of food and she hopped right on in, and I'm good with that. It's whatever works for you and the horse. As long as you're safe and the horse is safe, or at least that's what I think. Eventually I'll take the food in the bucket away once she knows that this is a safe place. That just gets us to and from. So she's doing really good. She's back really good. Back. Good job! What a good girl! What a good girl! Hang on, buddy.